Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be showing how we achieve this bridal handfan from start to finish. If you're new here, please subscribe, react on our videos to encourage us to do more of these videos. Thank you. So to start, we'll need a ribbon, and we'll need an applique, in my case a red applique, more ribbons, then this sellotape, paper tape, and a boning, then your fabric. So to start, I measured out 20 inch of the boning. Then you fold it to meet like this with 1.5 inch. Then after that, you use your paper tape to hold it down. Hold it down on both sides. So repeat the same process for 3 other ones, making it 4 in total. Then get your ribbon. Start wrapping your ribbon around your boning in this position. Not this position, yes, this position. Wrap it neatly. So after the first wrap, I'm gonna do it the second wrap to give the boning a firm structure. It depends on the material you are using, because I'm using a ribbon which is very flat or slim. That's why I'm doing double wrapping. If you're using a bias which is thicker than a ribbon, it's possible you might not need to wrap it a second time. But I just did this to give the boning a firm structure, because the boning is very flexible. This is it when we're done. We'll repeat it all to all 4 of them. Now you proceed with using your net around your wrapped boning in this way. Gather it all on the down parts. Then using your needle and thread, first of all lock my stitch down there. Then wrap it around to hold your net on the down parts. Please note that this whole gathering is happening around the place where we used our paper tape to hold the boning. Keep wrapping it till it's really firm. Then once you're done, you knot your stitch. You can repeat. I repeated the wrapping just to make sure it's safe. Once I'm done, I'll knot it again. Just to be sure, just to be secure, and knot it again and again. Once I'm done, I cut off the excess, leaving us with this. So this is what we have. We'll repeat this for other ones. Just to be clear, so I gathered my net down on the down part in this way. I repeated this process for clarity. Gathering all this on the down part, then just to make sure I'm getting the same shape. Once I'm sure this is what I want, I proceed with knotting my thread first. Then proceed with wrapping to hold it firm. Because this is a repeat of the first process, you can always skip this part. But if you're interested in getting clarity, you can watch this part. I felt the need to repeat this part because this is part of the important process of making the hand fan. my knot severally before cutting off. Now these are all 4, all ready to proceed. Then I positioned it and started holding it down. Holding it down together. So the positioning is not perfect because we will still make it flexible enough to adjust. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. It's still flexible. See, it can still move around. Then I hold down the two on the left and 2 on the right. Just pass your needle and thread around the boning to hold down the up boning and the down boning together. Because the net is fragile, I don't trust the net to do the holding, so I use the boning. And remember to always make it flexible so that we can still adjust it while making the hand fan. So at this stage, I had to fast forward, but if you noticed something, you would see that I did this severally. I didn't use glue on this part because I want it to be flexible, but using my needle and thread, I still have to go round it severally, not round the boning, but round the down part that I want to hold. So at this stage, I'm done. I measured out 4 inch. That's the position I want to have the handle. So using that 4 inch, I went to my cardboard, put a dot at the center, then measured 4 inch all round. If you want it bigger, you can increase your inches, maybe 4.5 or 5 inch. If you want the handle to be bigger, in my case, I prefer the size of 4 inch. So you use the 4 inch to trace round the dots. At this stage, we are done with making the dots. Then we connect all the dots to give us a perfect circle. Once we are done connecting it, we use our scissors to cut it out. At this stage, we have this. Then we fold it in between to give us this. I used this glue. I'm trying this glue out for the first time. I applied the glue on the cardboard. Just to be safe, I still had to use my B6000 or B7000 in this case. I applied it on all the edges. Then I used my brush to spread it out to make it smoother. Then after this, I first of all added my satin because I'm working with a lace which is porous, so I had to put a satin underneath. It all depends on the material you're working with. So I positioned it properly to have space on the edges. Then I cut it out. Once I'm done with the cutting out, I applied my glue again on the edge. Remember, I'm doubling my glue, so I added that other glue as well. So I leave it to air. While I'm waiting, I just cut the edges to give me a smoother fold. Like, because we're working with a circle, if we fold it, some of the edges will be rough, but this gives us a smoother fold. Then after that, we start folding it in. Depends on the glue you're working with. If you're working with a glue that doesn't need to wait to perform better, you can just hold it down immediately. Now, just to be on the safe side, I still have to use my hot glue. So this is what we have at this stage. Just to be on the safe side, I still have to use my hot glue to hold down further, because I wouldn't want a situation where after when we are done with making the hand fan, this start coming out. It's gonna mess up our work. So at this stage now, we get our lace and we'll position it on top of the fabric, up on top of our satin. This is what I'm having now. Then we turn the back. I'm turning it to make sure I have the front side. So there's also an alternative to work with this way. If you prefer, depends on what your client wants or what you're trying to achieve. You can also cut out your lace and just use glue and hold it down this way. If you have limited material, you can opt for this. In my case, I have enough material, so I'll proceed with this. So I'll cut it out. So remember to cut to make it a smoother wrapping. Then using my hot glue, I hold down left, then go to the opposite side and hold down right. Then I repeat the same thing on the other two opposite sides. The reason I'm doing this is to make sure that all sides have equal material, equal length of material. If you've ever wrapped something round and you found out that at some point it's not this symmetrical, this is what caused it. So now we're done with our wrapping. This is what we have at this stage. Isn't this gorgeous? So we'll proceed with positioning our inner contents. So this is what we are trying to achieve. This is our bridal handfan. Then I added glue to one side. Notice I'm only adding glue on the down part because I don't want the glue to display on the upper part. Then I added glue to this side. After adding my glue, I held it down on this side. Remember what we said about adjustments after. The reason why we made it flexible so that we can adjust later. This is it. So after this, I turned to the other side to equally add my glue. I added glue on the down parts, the down boning, the hidden parts. I used hot glue because it's stronger. Then I applied it generously before holding it down. So at this stage, just to be secure, I had to thread using my needle and thread all round. So I pass it from left to right. And from right to left. So far you're using the same matching thread. This will make your work so much neater. I repeated this all round. I didn't fast forward this part so that you will see what is actually happening. Do you see how the other side, the stitched side, is closing up? This is the finishing of our work. While you're stitching, hold it tight. So at this stage, we are at the end of it. Then we knot. So to hold it down further, we went on the upper parts of the boning to hold down our hand fans. So we didn't hold it down earlier because we left it flexible so that we can successfully position it as we want on the hand fan base. But at this stage, we're done positioning it and we are sure of where we want it to be. So now we are holding on the upper parts. Please ensure to use a matching thread so that your stitches will be hidden. Then pass it around the boning. Like I said earlier, we don't trust the nets, but we trust the boning and the ribbon, or bias in some case. So once it's firm, we knot. You can knot as often as you feel comfortable. so far is giving you what you want. So we repeated this on all knots. So at this stage, you can close up the edges further, maybe with an applique. I used this for mine. This is what it looks like when we're done. You can design this further depending on what you want. Voila! Now this is our final product. I hope you like it. Please leave in the comment section what you want us to create next. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.